Romeo Sierra Sierra, this is NA1SS. The International Space Station, welcome. I'm ready to begin the event. Over. I have you 5x5, and I'm really excited to begin. Thank you so much for having me. Over. Yes, sir. Over. You know, I don't quite know for sure, but I suspect it is. Living on the space station is like having a really long camping trip. We are in an austere condition just like camping would be, and I think being on Mars would be just like having an expedition on the International Space Station. Over. Yes, we can see the Milky Way from here. It's so beautiful. Everything that you can see on Earth, we can see from the International Space Station, but a lot more clear because we have a lot less pollution and atmosphere noise. Over. Hi, Oscar. Planets grow towards their nearest light source, and so that's not always towards the sun. In the International Space Station, it might be the nearest light bulb. Over. Oh my gosh, there are so many funny things that have happened to me. I think most of it has been funny pranks that my friends, my crewmates have done for me, like sneaking up behind me. Over. Yes, it does. Right now I've got some stuffies for my kids, and I'm dropping them in space, and they will keep floating forever. Over. Eric, I've seen a lot of storms and shooting stars. Sometimes they happen so quickly that I don't even notice it unless I'm actually taking pictures, and then I review the pictures later. Over. On the International Space Station as astronauts, not only do we perform science experiments, but we are also constantly fixing things. I'd say one of the most important things I've had to fix was the toilet, because that is very important. Over. Lots of jokes at each other's. One time, I had my friends were hiding inside a big box, and I didn't know it until I went near it, and they popped out and surprised me. Over. Get him going today. The last question was, do I ever play tricks and jokes with each other? We do all the time, and because Halloween's coming up, I'm really looking forward to that. Over. It's usually something different, but today I had breakfast. I had a tortilla and some breakfast sausages, and yes, cereal would float away if we let it. Over. Sasha, I have not performed a spacewalk myself, but I have supported one, and talking to my friends who have done one, they're really hard, but we trained a lot on the ground at NASA so that we're well prepared. Over. Really, food tastes different. It's just not as strong, which is why I use a lot more hot sauce and salt than I normally would on Earth. Over. coolest experiment I've done in space is an experiment where we tried to see if we can grow more perfect crystals in microgravity. And the reason we're trying to do that is because it might make medicine stronger. And if we can do that, it'll help a lot of people on Earth. Over. Yes, we feel very, very dizzy, and that's because our bodies get used to having no gravity. And when we return, all of those senses come back, and our brain gets very confused. Over. The space station can be quite creepy. Space is very quiet, so it's easy to sneak up on each other. So I suspect a lot of creepy sounds will be coming near Halloween. Over. Yes, we play board games. Actually, we played one last weekend, and we were playing Code Names, which is a fun team-based game on trying to think of the other person's word. Over. The biggest challenge I've had is missing my family. I have two little stuffed animals here, and they belong to my two youngest kids, and I miss them very much. Over. Hello. Yes, we do have teddy bears in space. I've got my daughter's little dolphin here, and my son's little lion right here in space. Hopefully you can see it. Over. Well, I think you can stay in space for as long as you wanted to. My mission is 8 months, and I've been up here for a little over 6 months. Over. You know, just like with a lot of hard things, it requires a lot of focus, training, preparation, and good support network. I would say I've had a lot of help along the way with not just my family, but also my friends and the people I'm up here with. Over. And yes, we can. It's one of my favorite things to drink, especially when it feels a little cool up here. Over. So we don't have running water in space, and shower is one of the first things I want to do when I return to Earth. But we do clean ourselves, and the way we do that is we get a towel and we wet it with some water and we rub it around against our bodies like a rub down. But I would say the most important thing in being an astronaut or a successful life is just having a curiosity to learn. You're never too old to learn something new, and if you remember that, you can do anything that you put your mind to. Over. Before anyone has asked, that was a very, very loud thank you. I can hear you all the way from the space station. Thank you so much. This is so much fun, and I hope you all have a great day. Signing off from the International Space Station. Bye.